usually do during Feel Good Friday, we'll be using the chat a lot. So make sure that you have your chat open, because that'll be the major way you communicate with me. But we will save time at the end if anybody wants to share with their voices. We'll have an opportunity to do that. And for anybody that just joined, welcome again to a great Feel Good Friday. This workshop, you do not have to keep your camera on. You definitely should keep yourself muted so that whatever background noise might be in your area doesn't disturb everybody else as we work through some New Year's exercises together to start 2021 strong. Okay, so let's just wait, I guess, another minute or two to make sure we get as many people as possible. And if you didn't already hear me say it, please get some paper and something to write with, because I'll be asking you to jot down a few things in today's exercises. We will start promptly at 12:05. That should be plenty of time for everybody to get here. And if anybody shows up late, we'll just get them all caught up. I see everybody putting names into the chat box. I don't know if this is one of the meetings that attendance is taken. I would think it wouldn't be, since this is really all just for you, but I don't know. So if anybody knows anything about the attendance for the day, feel free to let the audience know. Okay, we're gonna start in less than a minute. So again, please get paper and pen if you don't already have them. And I think we should get started because we have some good stuff for today. So let's start with a little grounding. Belly breathing. You guys have been with me before, so you know how to do this. Please put one hand on your heart, the other hand on your stomach, and just take in 4 good deep breaths, making sure that your bottom hand moves more than your top hand, so you know that you are breathing to the bottom of your lungs, expanding your belly. Here you go. Okay, I always like to remind you that you can breathe anytime to reduce stress. And I find that it takes about 4 good deep breaths in order to start activating the calming system. And so now we all should be grounded and ready to begin. It's January. Happy New Year. I know it's the end of the month, but it's still January. And I'm wondering, how many of you were looking forward to 2021? Type into the chat and tell me, were you looking forward to 2021? Yes. Yes, with exclamation points. As long as 2020 to 2020 is over, I don't care what year it is. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So yes, many of us were there was much anticipation of moving out of 2020, such a heavy year, to 2021. I definitely am with you on that. And a lot of that is because we all hope that 2021 would bring better things for us, because 2020 was so heavy. And that is a wonderful thing, and we are creating that energy. But we have started 2021 still with some residuals for 2020. So I'm hoping that today I can help you guys create better energy in 2021. How many of you set New Year's resolutions every year? Type into the chat and let me know. Do you set New Year's resolutions? Okay. Oh, no one sets New Year's resolutions? Okay. Should have. Thanks for your reminder. Gave up on that. I just leads to frustration and disappointment. Yes, usually around health. Okay. So I reflect and then explore some future goals. And yes, all right. So a few people set New Year's resolutions. Somebody forgot. And someone indicated that yes, that often it leads to frustration. I find that sometimes people set New Year's resolutions, but then give up on them around now. Has anybody set them? I see I have a few people who said yes, that they've set resolutions. Has anybody given up on their resolutions already this year? Type into the chat. January 17th is the official give up on your resolution date. I don't know if I realized it was an official date. How cool is that? All right, well, I'm not going to be talking to you about resolutions today. Right? I'm going to suggest that you try something different. Right? Today, I'd like to suggest you consider just giving up on the resolutions, and we're going to do something different. Give it a try. You know, again, with everything, I suggest giving new things a try. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, then I don't think you'll lose anything giving this one a try. We're going to try, instead of resolutions, picking just one word as your guiding force throughout the year. And today I'm going to lead you through some exercises to help you pick your one word for the year. You guys all with me? So this is why you need paper and pen. So if you didn't get paper and pen at the beginning of this, please do, because you're going to need to answer some questions and jot down some things to help you as I guide you to choosing one word, your one word, to guide you throughout the year. And don't worry, I'm going to give you a few examples after I lead you through the exercises so you can get an idea of what that might be like. All right, so that sounds great. I'm glad you think that sounds great. Step one is to reflect. The first thing I want you to do is to reflect on the past year. And I know the past year was very heavy. We're not going to spend too much time reflecting on it, but I want you to ask yourself these questions as we go through the next few slides. Jot down whatever pops into your head without self-editing, okay? Here we go. What could I use more of in my life? I want you to reflect on that question and jot down whatever you think you could use more of in your life. When you're finished, put some answers in the chat. Okay, but first write it down for yourself. And then when you're finished, put some answers in the chat so I'll know that I can move on. Okay, I'm getting calm down, more sleep, rest, calm, kindness, and peace. Okay, beautiful words. Relaxation and harmony. Okay, you guys are already coming up with some great words. Let's move on to the next question. Oh, socialization, okay. Family time, connection. COVID has deprived, yes, COVID has deprived us all of connection. Balance and positivity, beautiful words. Now I want you to think about, what you can use less of in your life, right, based on reflecting on last year. Take a minute, reflect on that. Again, don't edit, write down whatever comes to mind. And when you're finished, put some answers in the chat for me so I know that we can move on. Okay. I see. Stress, isolation, anxiety, stress. Less anxiety. Okay. Great. Stress and anxiety. Another question. What characteristics would you like to have? Again, especially reflecting on last year. Type in, think about what characteristics you'd like to have, jot down a few things, and when you're finished, share in the chat. And if there's anyone that just joined us, we are focusing on some exercises to help us find one guiding word through the year for this year instead of New Year's resolutions. And right now we're reflecting on last year and thinking about what characteristics would we like to have based on last year. And I see wise, organized, balanced, fun, contentment, patience, and courage. Wonderful. Okay. Next question. By the end of the day, I feel, okay, so this is really reflecting on overall last year. How did you feel at the end of the day? I want you to capture that. And then once you've captured that, go on to the next question. How do you want to feel at the end of the day? Okay. When you finish answering both of those questions, tell me how you want to feel in the chat. Okay, I see people want to feel healthy and peaceful, gratitude, peaceful and content. People feel accomplished and satisfied, reflective, alive, and fulfilled. Wonderful. Okay. Now I'm going to lead you through step 2, which is a guided meditation to help you visualize what a perfect day would feel like. Okay? And the emphasis is on feel. So I want you just to listen to the sound of my voice, put down your paper and your pen for now, and you can close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And I am going to lead you step by step through your perfect day visualization. To begin, choose a comfortable position, seated, or if you're in a place you can choose to lie down. Make sure you have no distractions around you and are not trying to do anything besides focus on these words and allowing yourself to become relaxed. Get comfortable, prepare to relax, and start to relax your body. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. In and out.
Can't believe that Daniel's been
Sorry.
on my shirt.
Using YouTube for sound for the first time, and that does not work.
Sure you do. You want to meet the queen?
All
I'm not
right.
dressed for that. When you want
Okay. So hopefully we'll not have another interruption of sound as I Okay, so sorry about that. Back to breathing in and out. Continue to breathe deeply, slowly, and comfortably. I'll count down now from 10 to 1. And as I say each number, you can become more relaxed. Let's begin. 10. Feeling your muscles start to relax. 9. Your hands and feet are warming and relaxing. 8. Your muscles are becoming loose and heavy. 7. Notice your attention drifting, becoming more relaxed. If stray thoughts come, just allow them to drift away as you focus on my voice again. 6. Relaxing even further down. Peaceful. 5. A tingling feeling of relaxation spreading through your body. Pleasant and relaxed. 4. Further relaxed and peaceful. 3. Free of tension. 2. Almost completely relaxed now. 1. You are now deeply relaxed. Very deeply relaxed and comfortable. Allow this feeling of relaxation to grow. Becoming even more relaxed. Becoming even calmer. Becoming ever more peaceful. Keep with you this feeling of relaxation as you think about your perfect day. Take a deep breath in, hold, and exhale. Breathe in and out. Continue to breathe deeply, noticing how you relax a bit more each time you exhale. In and out. Keep breathing slowly and calmly. Now let's begin a guided imagery exercise to allow you to imagine your perfect day. What is your perfect morning routine? Imagine waking up and engaging in your ideal morning routine. As you visualize your perfect morning, focus on how you feel as you begin your ideal day. Now visualize yourself transitioning to your workday. Imagine yourself at work. Again, focus on how you feel at work on your perfect day. Now visualize moving into your ideal evening. How do you feel during this perfect evening after work time? And finally, it's time to get ready for bed. What's your perfect bedtime routine? How do you feel as you prepare to rest at the end of an ideal day? Now that you have completed imagining your perfect day, let's take a few moments to reawaken your mind and your body. Gradually allow yourself to become more alert while holding on to the feelings you experienced during your ideal day. I'll count to 5. When I reach 5, you will be fully awakened, feeling calm and energized. 1, becoming more awake and alert. 2, feeling your mind and body reawaken. 3, moving your muscles just a little. Wiggle your toes, move your fingers. 4, almost completely awake now. 5, feeling full of energy and refreshed. Now, please take a few minutes to write down how you felt during your perfect day and any other information you received during this visualization that you'd like to hold on to. When you finish jotting down your notes, give me a thumbs up or let me know that you're finished in the chat. Okay, well, we give everybody a few more minutes to jot down their thoughts and feelings. If anybody would like to share more about what that exercise was like for them, feel free to type it in the chat. I see some responses here that exercise, afterwards, someone felt softened, peaceful, and I think I need a cook, a maid, and a nanny. I know, right? Freeing, relaxed, calm, fabulous, and hopeful. Beautiful. And remember, everybody, at any point, if you want to share, but you don't want to share publicly, you can always send me a private message and I'll share your thoughts, but without your name. All right, so now I'm going to time this. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to create a list of words that come to mind based on all the information you've gathered so far and how you felt after your perfect day, all the questions I asked you. I want you to just make a list of anything that comes to mind. I'm going to time it for 3 minutes, and at the end of 3 minutes, we'll move on. If you finish your list, you can feel free to just breathe and listen to the sound of the music during this 3 minutes of listing. So go ahead and get started. Feel free to look over the notes you've taken to let them inspire you as you create your list of words. No editing, just write down any and all words that come to mind. We're going to take one more minute for you to create this list. And if you finish, feel free to just breathe and listen. If you need some help, I'm going to share some words you might want to consider adding to your list. Okay? Take a minute to read through the list. If a word resonates with you, add it to your list. Here are some more words for you to consider. If a word resonates with you, add it to your list. Do any of these words speak to you? If they do, add them to your list. This is the last list of words for you to consider.
Papa John's is known for its crispy, fresh crust full of warm.
Okay, now I want you to review your list and narrow down to your favorites. Okay? I suggest circling or highlighting 3 or 4 words that really speak to you. Chances are you'll see a theme going on between the words you wrote down. Do any of the words jump out at you, make you feel excited, nervous, scared, uncomfortable, or at ease? Sometimes the words that scare us most can mean we're on the right track because change isn't always easy. At the same time, I think finding your word can also bring peace and empowerment. Think about the words, try them on, see how they feel right now. No need to overanalyze the process. Trust your gut instead. Gently review your list and let the words pick you. Then I'm going to suggest that you take the next week or two to make your final decision. But right now, you're just going to narrow it down to 3 or 4 words that really speak to you. Oh, okay. I see somebody asked me to put the other list back. So I'm going to, while people are focusing on reviewing and narrowing down, I think this is the list. I hope this is the list that you're asking for. And if it's not the list you're asking for, please let me know in the chat. The first list, okay. That one, yes? Okay. All right, so I'll give everybody a minute to review your list of words and try to get it narrowed down to 3 or 4 that really speak to you. 1, if you are there, that's fine, but 3 or 4. Okay. We have limited time today, so you may have to continue working on some of this on your own, but I want to give you a few examples. Okay, so let's take a look at a few examples of how using one word as your guide for the year can help you focus. Take a second to think about what this word means to you. If this is your word, you can use it to help you stay focused on the here and now, and not always doing things while thinking and worrying about 10 million other things that are on your to-do list, or 10 million other things that you don't have control over. Focusing on the word present can help you be less distracted, less preoccupied, and more present in your daily life. Take a second to think about what this word means for you. Focusing on this word can help you to elevate your priorities, time, and where your energy is being allocated at home, work, and play. Think about resetting. Thinking about resetting can help you gently reset your self-care routine. and reorganize your life. And what does this word mean to you? We did a whole Feel Good Friday hour on gratitude. Gratitude is my word for 2021. I'm grateful for every day, for my family and friends, and for my health in this time when so many don't have health. Gratitude makes sure that I focus on what I have versus what might be going wrong. Okay? I focus on gratitude in my daily journaling. And during challenging times, my word, gratitude, helps me look for the good, which helps me maintain my inner peace, even when things are really hard. Gratitude makes sure I focus on what I have versus what might be going wrong and what I don't have. And our daily family gratitude share helps us feel closer to each other and helps me feel closer to every member of my family by giving me a little insight into what's going on with them. So our last activity for today, I'm going to next ask you to spend 1 minute focusing on your word for the year. If you've already picked a word. If you haven't picked a word, which is perfectly fine, if you've got it narrowed down to 3 or 4, randomly pick one of those. And if you don't feel ready to focus on one of those words, then I'm going to ask you to use the word love as your default. Okay? What we're going to do when I move to the next slide is we're going to spend 1 minute and you're just going to repeat that word over and over again in your head silently for 1 minute. That's all. It's that simple. You can close your eyes or you can watch the screen, but we're just going to repeat the word over and over again for 1 minute. This is just 60 seconds, so try not to focus on anything else but your word or the word love. Repeat it over and over again in your head. Okay, our 60 seconds is done. Please type into the chat and share what was that like for you to repeat one word over and over again for just 1 minute. Calming. I found it hard to focus on that word. I kept thinking of what it wasn't a word I was trying to avoid. Okay. Affirming, calming, and reaffirming. Wonderful. Focused and relaxing. And I just want to remind you, the thing about doing any of these exercises is we often get better with practice, and not every exercise is right for everyone. So I try to give you guys a variety of different experiences so you can find the ones that do work for you and hopefully incorporate some of those into your everyday practice. Okay. Focused and relaxing, built focus and confirmation, meditative, letting go, relaxing. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to lead us all through my signature breath square, and then I am going to open things up for us to talk. And I'd love to hear if anybody wants to either type more details into the chat or take yourself off of mute and tell me more about what this was like today, what word you picked, what you liked about today's experience, or what you didn't like. I'd love to hear your thoughts and answer your questions. But I want to do the breath square just so that we have a chance to, close things out. You have one more meditative experience, especially if anybody has to go. I want to make sure that you get this in. And then we can get into questions and answers. Okay, that being said, I'm assuming that you've all done this with me before, but just in case there's anybody here that hasn't, I'm going to lead you through my favorite, my all-time favorite stress-reducing exercise because it is so simple and so short. It really takes just 1 minute. You're going to inhale to a slow count of 4. You're going to hold the breath into your lungs for a slow count of 4. You're going to exhale to a slow count of 4, and then you're going to wait before you inhale again. I'm going to draw a square in the air with my finger. You can watch my finger. You can trace the square around whatever screen you're watching on, or you can close your eyes and just listen to the sound of my voice. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Now return to breathing slowly and easily. And please feel free to either type into the chat or unmute yourself and share any thoughts, feelings, or questions. I'd especially like to know, what did you think of the music that was in the background today? How did you like that? Did that add to our workshop today? Yes. Okay. Great. You love the guided meditation? That's wonderful to know. Good. Love the music too. Music was great, soothing. Okay, excellent. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. I chose grace for my word, and that music was perfect. Love it. Grace is a beautiful word to choose. Okay. Anybody else want to share? Again, any thoughts, feelings, you can feel free to unmute yourself if you want to, but you don't have to. Feel free to just type into the chat. When we began, I thought I had my word already. After doing all the exercises, I ended up on a different word completely. Wonderful. I'm glad the exercises helped. And I hope your word helps you all, guide you through the year with gentle, loving kindness. Thank you. The music was perfect for the meditation. Wonderful. Okay, and some of you, I would imagine that not everybody was able to get down to just one word yet, and that's okay. But I'd suggest you take the next week or so and meditate on the words the ones you've narrowed down to, and kind of allow your spirit to guide you to which word would be best for you this year. And use that word. Post it up somewhere big and bold where you can see it. Put it on your phone. Figure out how you want to use that as your guiding force. Okay. Anybody have any questions that they'd like me to try to answer in our last 7 minutes or so together? Okay. All right. I see lots of thank yous. Okay. You are very welcome. Thank you. I'm glad to hear you feel uplifted and calm. That's the goal of these Feel Good Fridays, to help you guys all find some things that you can, hopefully tools you can use to keep the calm and peaceful going between sessions, but also to make sure that if nothing else, you have 1 hour a month where it's all about you and just helping you de-stress, feel calm, re-energize and recharge so that you can keep doing the important work that you're doing.
Dr.
Okay.
Aku, if I may?
Yes, please do.
Well, firstly, I would like to say on behalf of Dr. Chase, Happy New Year to everyone. And Dr. Aku, I don't know if it's your voice or what, but you put me in an automatic state of calmness.
Yay, thank
And
you.
I would like to thank you on behalf of the district for, again, sharing your gift with us, for reminding us of how to center ourselves. We can get into the rigmarole of the daily being. And I typed in earlier that at the end of each day, someday I'm just surviving. You know, some days it's just, okay, I made it through another day. And hopefully one day our goal will become reached, where we're being proactively resourceful, proactively accomplished, proactively happy with our state of being for that day. So thank you for putting us in that mindset. And I hope that everybody has a fantastic weekend and can put these practices into place.
Thank you so much for those words. And I agree, you have to practice this, because otherwise some days you are just surviving. But even when we're just surviving, we can choose to breathe. We can choose to repeat our guiding word, and find whatever things we can grab onto to make life more meaningful than just survival. So thank you so much for that. All right, well, thank you, everybody. If there are no questions, I will ask you all to meet me back here next month so that we can do this again with some other tools to help you incorporate self-care and peace in your lives. Have a wonderful month, and thank you so much for your service. Bye, everyone.